Hello, one and all, and welcome. My name is Fear. This is Battle Vortex. I mean, wearing my merch today. Look at that. Well. Haven't things changed? So, we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to get into some Crowfall. Mostly, this is going to be a discussion, and then I might talk a little bit about the kitty. See the kitty? You must love the kitty. The kitty demands your love. So we're going to talk about Crowfall, some of the things, what I think that might mean and what I hope it might mean. I did mention that if, that things might change and they'd let us know, and they did. So we're going to get into that. All right. Oh, forgot my camera. All right. Here we are. So, besides that, we've got the rat going right now. Let's talk about this deal. There were some posts made on Discord and probably other places, but I was taking a nap, as one does on a Friday night after working, and woke up and boom, I was like, holy spuckets. They, let me just get to the post part if I didn't mess it up with something else. Oh, sorry. I'm spying on Tryhard Scorpio. He doesn't really know who I am, but it's okay. I didn't really know who he was either till I watched his stream. So here we are. We're talking about a post that went out today on the Discord and other thingies, and here it is. A new chapter, J. Todd Coleman. And old J. Todd, he has some good and some bad news. I guess it depends on whose perspective. The good news is Crowfall isn't shutting down. That is good news. The bad news, it will be my last Founders update for Crowfall. There again, that's about perspective. I'm not a huge J. Todd Coleman fan, so I like Tyrant, so I'm a Tyrant fan. So let's see what happens. It's been quite a run, but that's jumping ahead. Before we can talk about that, we need a quick flashback. Not really. We know what you did. Many years ago, I launched a game called Shadowbane. Yep, remember that. The mirrors between SB and Crowfall, Shadowbane and Crowfall are many. Not just in how they were designed, but also what they wanted to be, and ironically, how they will likely be remembered in the long sword history of MMO development. Wasn't I saying that? You keep doing the same thing over and over. That's insanity. Okay, well, don't worry. We'll get to that. When we launched Shadowbane, expectations were high, reviews were mixed, some people didn't care for it, and some people loved it and still do to this day. Pick me. I'm one of them guys that likes it. So I lost a month after lunch, a month after lunch, I was really hungry. A month after launch, I received an email from one of the latter, a player who had a love-hate relationship with Shadowbane. Didn't we all? He loved the vision, but hated the number of design calls. And by design calls, of course, I really mean my design calls, which I think, in my perspective of it, it's just there was a lot of gatekeeping. A little too much gatekeeping. In the 80s, gatekeeping was a thing. That was, cool to do. All the nerds would gatekeep the shit out of everything, but that just doesn't work anymore. That's my opinion. Don't know if that's exactly what he's talking about, but that's what I think it means. Let's see. This kind of email isn't unusual. I receive them constantly, but this one was a bit unique in that it came from a game designer who lived in Austin, who knew a lot about a lot of the same people that I did. Well, he didn't know me. I didn't know him either. Like I said, I wasn't a fan. So, against my better judgment, I met with them. He came to my office to tell me in painstaking detail all of the things that he didn't like about my game, which he loved, except for the parts that he hated. I think that like says like a lot because that's like how I am. There's parts that I love, and then there's these parts like I kept making these jokes. I've been making these jokes on streams about Crowfall or Ace's mantra is if it's not annoying, we're not doing it right. That's that's what I feel like, and a lot of the design choices are like from the like 80s, early 90s, which was like or in the mid 90s, even when Shadowbane came out, because they still think people just want to do all this stuff the hard way, and it just doesn't exist anymore. Uh, so except for the part, so which was a laundry list of mistakes, my mistakes, the bad design calls that I made. In this game, he said could have, should have been great, but it wasn't, except for those brief moments when it was. And I'll be honest, when I was in the alpha and we were testing stuff like Hunger Dome and all that stuff, man, that was fun, man. I remember that one time I killed Cali Wraith with a catapult. Oh my lord, that was the most fun I ever had. Killing one of my bestest buddies with a catapult. There is no better feeling than that. His name is Monty Kerr, and I'm sorry if I butchered your name. And for some reason, in spite of his harsh and continue to this to this day critique of my life's work, which that just means that he's like his best friend. Because if I talked to J. Todd Coleman, I would beat him up, and I don't even know. We've been friends since that meeting. Monty and I have never actually worked together. We agreed on a lot when it comes to design, but we also might kill each other if we actually tried to work together. Which means automatically to me that means I love this guy Monty. All right. So instead, we have set out on a parallel and occasionally overlapping career paths. He's been a formal advisor to my companies. I've been a formal advisor to his. We generally just keep up with each other. Sorry. Oh, dang it. Sorry, I was just trying to clear the message off there. Hey, this is not a professional stream. Okay, I'm just a dude. All right, so no, generally just so anyway, they look for ways they can help each other out. So jumping back to the present, as you know, Crowfall launched in July. Launch numbers seemed great. Yep, because everybody wanted to check it out. And then they figured out that it's like the hardest frickin' game on the planet, and they all quit. August numbers were good, not great, but not bad. Enough to sustain the game's ongoing operations, but the numbers were falling by September. By the time September hit, God, I cannot. This is on a huge screen too, and I still can't read it. By the time September hit, the numbers had fallen dramatically. Big competitors, lack of advertising funds, lots of market fatigue, and of course, too much work to fix or improve the game and not enough people to do it. I won't belabor this point as it would derail my update. I'm sure you all have thoughts and opinions. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Can we share those with you? I'd really like to, but not really. I'm kind of glad about what's going on here. So he thought about that for a while. Then he came back to me with a proposal. Now this is important because I was wanting to see if I could do something too, because I really would like to see the game continue going on. And although I don't have tons and tons of money, I got some, and I would pitch in, any way I could. He wanted his company to buy Crowfall, hire the team, and take the game back into development, go back to working on the promise of Crowfall, a dynamic online world with real conflict where players decide the fate of the world. Well, you really never let us decide the fate, though, did you? Because all the worlds die. But I digress. We'll get into that later. As I've said before many times, our craft is not a giant corporation with unlimited resources. In truth, his proposal offered a number of things that frankly were otherwise off the table. Not only would it keep the game running and keep the team employed, but it would offer a chance to re-energize it, new ideas, new energy, and more resources than Ace could bring to bear. So basically, it's, they're going to inject some money into it, which is what it needed, and that's fine. I'm totally like a syringe. I would totally inject money into that game. I already did several times. You see my little, well, you don't see it. You see this thing? See that? That says I injected a lot of money, okay? Not that that's your problem. I'm just pointing it out. So, after much discussion with our board of directors, we accepted his proposal. The company that was Artcraft is being split down the middle. Gordon and Blair and the Crowfall team will be joining Monumental. So, basically, Tiggs. And there's a couple other people, but we don't ever see them. Joseph and I will be working on a new game that we started with completely separate funding, by the way, and keeping the newer folks who were hired for that project. So basically, Wizards 101 Part 2, which, okay, it'll make money because it's a kid's game. He says, I will always believe in the vision for Crowfall and the idea that the virtual world can be so much more. But truth be told, I'm so exhausted from chasing the dream. Well, don't worry about it. Just let the dream happen. Between Shadowbane and Crowfall, I spent well over a decade of my life trying to make it a reality, thinking about it, sacrificing time and energy to try to make it real, working on it every day for years. That's a tremendous amount of heart and soul to pour it into a dream. Yeah, you shouldn't have tried to copy Shadowbane. It failed the first time, and obviously it's struggling this time. But fortunately, this game's a little different, so they might be able to do some cool stuff. At this point, I like the idea of someone else taking up the banners. So do we. Right on, Todd. You know the thing. Continuing to fight to make that vision a reality sounds pretty terrific, honestly. Yeah, it sounds really terrific because a lot of us spent a lot of money. We want to play this game. History lurches forward when people are inspired by and learn from that which came before them. In my own small way, I hope that I help push the boundaries of what an online world can be. Well, there's no doubt about that. I mean, you obviously did some cool shit, It's just that, it needed something. It needed a little salt and pepper, and we were given a little bit too much salt, not enough pepper. Okay? Well, hopefully that can happen now. That's really all I have to say, and I'm not great at goodbyes, so let me end with this. I am thankful for being given the opportunity to make these games for you. I am thankful to have someone else pick up the banner and charge. Unlike normal games that you can boot up and enjoy decades after launch, MMOs can go offline forever. I'm in this amazing, magical period where, against all odds, all of my games are live and playable. But they're also owned by, graveyard companies, so that's a thing. I mean, that's nice, but it just means you don't run them anymore. You don't own them anymore, which is fine. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you want to make money off of your work. You did. Congratulations. I hope that continues so players like you and Monty can love them and hate them for years to come. Well, we're going to find out because we're going to have to figure out what Monty's all about. Lastly, I am genuinely excited to see what the Crowfall team comes up with now that they're able to explore ideas that for whatever reason I wasn't able or willing to try. That's right. They didn't come talk to me. Now maybe they'll come talk to me now because I could fix this. I've never been so excited to see where I was mistaken. Well, don't be excited. You just learn from it. Just learn from it, and then don't apply that to whatever game you're coming out with next. Thanks for playing, folks, and until next time, I will see you in game. Todd. Now, before I move on, because the new guy, Monty, also posted, I want you guys to know something. And now now it's gone. I just forgot what I was saying. Till I get to the You guys. Oh, well, never mind. Just forget I said that. I totally just got squirrel. All right. Update from the new guy. So this new guy, Monty, I'm sorry I don't know Monty. I feel like I should know him because he seems like a smart guy, and I wish I had been able to pull off what he's doing. And like I said, I'm still on board with wherever Crowfall's going. We're ride or die, baby. So I am glad to see this. I wasn't planning on writing this note until I read Todd's heartfelt update to Crowfall community. Monty, come on. As he mentioned, we've been friends for more than 15 years. Todd's story about my passionate Shadowbane is is embarrassingly accurate. We thank you, Monty, for being embarrassingly accurate. I feel like sometimes I say things and I'm like, people shudder because they're like, and I'm like, no, I just say the truth, because if you're not being honest, then what are you? Integrity. If you don't have it, you don't have it, right? So just tell the truth. He mentioned in passing, but Todd's been a confidant and formal advisor for most of my endeavors. I've always valued his unflinching candor, quick wit, and thoughtful insight. Now, I have no idea what this guy has done, so we're gonna dig into that, because we got to dig up dirt on this guy now and find out what he's all about. I love Crowfall. I especially love the idea of Crowfall. I was a Sapphire patron, which is pretty high. I don't know if it's whatever the one I have is. I have a pretty high one too, but he's obviously got more money. Of the Kickstarter campaign, and I'm still looking forward to getting my Baron title. Now, yeah, titles, they didn't put them in. That was the thing. We were supposed to get titles. Get on that, Monty. I want titles 7.5, whatever patch it coming, 1.5. I can't remember. Whatever the hell the next one is. All right. I've always okay. I already got that. I love Crowfall. I especially love the idea of Crowfall. I was Sapphire. Okay, I already did that. Getting the bear type. Todd and his early team crashed into my office in downtown Austin until they found office space. I remember that. That was kind of stressful, but they did good. I played every release, and I'm still playing. Now, see, I didn't play every release. I skipped a couple of years in there, but I came back. I plan to play Crowfall for many, many years to come. Well, that's encouraging, because that's really what a lot of people are afraid to commit, because we don't know what the hell's going on with the game. Now, if you're going to make a commitment to many, many years to come, and you can actually, convince us that you have this commitment, well, then you're going to have a player base for many, many years to come. You know what I mean? I'll stick around as long as I'm alive. Okay. Just whatever. Some of my guild members, the guildies that used to play in Ultima Online and some of those games like Shadowbane, we're getting up there in years, buddy. So fix us up quick, so we can check that shit off our bucket list, right? All right. So as always, I'm blown away with what Todd and Gordon and their team have built. I'll also be the first to admit that I couldn't have built Crowfall, but I can finish it, expand it, and make sure this unique and amazing game has found its forever home. This is important. This is exactly, I love doing this. When I do programming a lot of the times, my whole life, whenever I did program, which I don't program anymore, I'm not asking for a job. But what I'm saying is that I love taking something that's already made, and then like a modder. And I was just saying that. Wasn't I saying that last week or whatever? I was like, I wish they'd hire some modders to come fix this game, because modders, the modding community is ridiculous. It's off the chain. Those guys will take I know this is not relevant to this game, but let's just say CD Projekt Red, which everybody pretty much, it was a beloved company. They released The Witcher. Everybody loves The Witcher. And then they came out with Cyberpunk. Now, Cyberpunk, they hyped the holy bejesus out of it. I mean, it looks incredible in all the promos and all this. And the game came out and it was mostly broken. Well, that was not cool. But within a few weeks, the modders had already fixed a lot of the stuff. Now, they can't officially release that as a release, but modders are super important right now in gaming, because modders are fixing games left and right. They're fixing all kinds of games. And, so I hope that this is kind of what he's talking about, is maybe having modders come in, fix the game, because the game needs like a memory pass, because like, most, already, like people with less than 16 gig of RAM pretty much, yeah, whatever. Of course, we'd like to see it on Xbox, and we'd like to see it on PS4, and we'd like to see it on Steam, and we'd like to see all these things. And I'm hoping that this is what he's talking about, because that will, launch this game into whatever. I think that, and a lot of people would agree with me. I think that it needs to be on more platforms. It needs to be, a lot of stuff. Oh, sorry. I think I was at the end of the thing anyway. Where's the thing? All right. So, yeah. So there you have it, guys. That is what's going on right now. I am going to be doing now. You guys, I think Crowfall is always trying to mess with me, because, I was planning on doing this, and I still am doing this. I want to show the event, right, for Crowfall, because Crowfall at some point they decided, hey, we should actually make this a game and stuff. So they're gonna. They've released an event now, which you can do in either the Shadow or Dregs, which is fine. But nobody's talking about it. Like, literally none of the streamers are talking about it. And it's driving me a little crazy, because and as I explain this in great detail on my Crow Talk 04, check it out, links below if you have not already, is that nobody's talking about the event. And I think that when you're trying to get new players in, which I'm, like the king of the noobs is what I get called all the time. When you're the king of the noobs, you need the noobs to see this other stuff that's not these, legendary fighters running around smashing the shit out of each other. Not everybody likes to play that way. And as a matter of fact, a majority of the people don't. So, those hardcore people, and there is quite a few, don't get me wrong, there is a lot, but there's a whole other universe out there that's way bigger, that can be integrated and can help facilitate a better economy, a better version of this game. Okay, I don't really want them to go forward, continuing to say, this is gonna be like Shadow. I don't want it to be like Shadowbane. I want it to be a reimagining of Dark Age of Camelot, Shadowbane, whatever those damn games are, like Fortnite. I want to be able to have all these different modes. I mean, I think that's what makes this game amazing, is the fact that a world can be put together dynamically and have different rule sets and launch automatically and do all this stuff. If they get all that to work, where it's all automatic and they don't have to pull any levers, this game's going to just sell itself forever. I mean, in my opinion, that's what I think. And maybe you think the same, or maybe you don't, but that's what I think. But I look at it from a different, perspective, because I'm an old school gamer, and I've been around development teams my whole life, and I get it that they're having a thing. So, okay, so I'm not going to start. I don't think I want to start the Xmas thing tonight, but I did put in I put in a cover on the thing, so you guys can't figure me out, because I've been talking a lot of shit, so I probably have a few haters by now. So I got to be careful now if I show you guys where I'm at. I don't want you guys like chasing me all over the fucking place. Well, you guys should know where I'm at, but I'm just saying. I mean, you'll still know, but if you know, you know. That's the thing, is if you don't know, who cares? I'm going to tell you guys right now about another. Now, I told you guys last on Crow Talk 04, I talked about the Ganetian and how much I love that character now. Well, I've got another one, and it's called the Vindicator. And oh my freaking God. Now, this is not a tutorial about how to work said Vindicator, okay? This is simply, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to beat some stuff up and just kind of show you the ridiculousness that is Vindicator, okay? I even bought a vessel for it. I actually used the Vindicator to buy his own vessel. And then I used the Vindicator again to buy a vessel for the Ganeshan. And then, like, so I don't know how any of this stuff works. Basically, Dino gave me the build, so it's copied from somebody. And then he told me what order to put the buttons in. So you can basically, this build, you can basically put the buttons in the same order that I have them in. And that's just basically, you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And boom, you're done. 9 is like a buff of some kind. I don't even know. I'm just telling you guys. Okay. Vindicator is the bomb diggity. And thank you, Monty, for doing what you did. Just in case I hadn't mentioned that. I hope that it all, pans out. And I would love to help out in any way I can. So if you guys are looking for anything like that, let me know. I also I'd love to see this game go on for a long time as well. So I'm glad to see this change. Good luck to J. Todd. I hope that whatever he's working on, that he's learned some valuable lessons from recreating old games. You got to innovate. You got to pay attention to the industry. The industry is changing like radically, and a lot of the stuff that we used to think is cool ain't cool no more, not even close. So you got to if you want these young kids coming in, great. You can't just placate to the old guy. Like I said, we're getting up there in years, buddy. You got to start thinking about the future. You can still tantalize us and let us teach these other kids how to play, and then do whatever. But so this guy, boom, here he goes. Watch. I'm just gonna do stuff. Does that thing cost pips? Maybe that's what the problem is. But see, I'm just going down the row here. I didn't even get all the way down. I got down to 6, and already dead. Everybody's dead. Okay. So then what I'll do is I'll start again, and I get some pips, I guess. I didn't even have to do nothing. Just got my pips. Just there he goes. And I'm telling you guys, this Vindicator is massive. And then you can turn on this little... This is what I really like. This is what sold me on the Vindicator. I'll be honest. That little moon thing going around the character, that's all it took. And I was sold. So I was like, that thing is awesome. I don't know what it does, but it's cool. And this is what I'm saying. New people, this is what sells them on stuff. And you can sell me on this stuff. And if you can sell me on it, you can sell anybody on it. Because I am totally about the shiny and new things and what the hell's going on. And, and I'm excited for this Christmas event. So I'm going to be getting into that soon. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow or Sunday, probably tomorrow. I don't think Tiggs has drops turned on for my channel. It's because I'm not really a creator. I'm an affiliate, but I'm not a creator. So if you want to try this game and play this freaking ridiculously cool, watch this. Boom, they'll go down. What? And then I'm going to hit 3. And that, see, I didn't even have to touch them. And this character is like brand spanking new. Now, okay, I will say this. I don't think it makes that big a difference, but I do have one of DNS's heal swords. But that's still, it's like 20 damage more than a whatever the hell it is. But it does have stats on it that are very helpful. Okay, so look at this guy. Now I haven't really tried him. I'm not a big, it's like I told you guys, I'm getting kind of old. I'm not a huge PvPer anymore. But oh damn, what did he do? But but I do not mind having. I do not mind having PvP enabled. Okay, I kind of like that. So yeah, so here he is. Here's the guy. I don't know if I'm going to do a super long stream tonight. I just kind of wanted to tell you guys what's up. I guess some of the other streamers have talked about it already, so that's cool. I was worried they wouldn't say anything because everybody's scared to talk about everything, and I'm just like, dude, you got to tell the player base what's up. It's your job. Tell the player base what's up. It's more important that you tell them what's up than it is for you to make money off your stream, in my opinion. But you can just kind of push the buttons, and the way this is set up, it's perfect. You know, thanks to Dino again for hooking me up, man. This guy just, you know, and the other thing is she barely ever needs. I've not, at least against AI, she really doesn't need band-aids too often. I haven't ever. I mean, I've gotten in trouble a couple times where I've dragged like 50 rats or Ganeshians, and I've gotten them to almost, you know, they've got me down like halfway, but she just ended up heals herself right back up again. Now I don't know what that thing is. I don't know if I'm taking a little bit of a ding on that, but there it is. There's the Vindicator. You guys need to play Vindicator. I'm just telling you, especially for gold farming. Like Vindicator is like the best one that I've played so far. That you can get gold with the Vindicator, and with any character that I've played. This one, I don't know. It's so smooth. It's like the way this character moves is so fluid to me. And I'm not a hack and slash dude. I'm a caster big time. So, you know, this is amazing stuff. I mean, this character is really cool. So, yeah. But I wanted to get out here and just touch base with team, and you know, even I know the developers will likely, you know, check it out. So, you know, there's that. And I'll put this up as a VOD. This was just basically breaking news. But you know, I'll put it up as a VOD, and I'll put it on the YouTube channel over at Battle Vortex Cast so that you guys can check it out and see. So how much money did I make? Yeah, just that little bit of time, I already made a couple thousand plus all the stuff that's in my inventory, yeah. So, where's my, oh, it's over here. I'm trying to find the thing, you know. So, if you guys want to watch, come hang out with me tomorrow. That'd be great. I will be here. I don't know exactly what time. I got, you know, things to do IRL, and then when I'm done with that, I'll be here, and then I will we'll go play the Crowmas Event. You need a little bit of money to get started, so I'm gonna have to take the little rat out and get like 350 gold so I can, which should only take a minute or two, but we need enough gold to get started. So we got to buy these potions and stuff. So I'll be out there with somebody, probably maybe I'll go out and get some armor and weapons with my what I keep on the color Shadowbane, with my assassin, and we'll check it out. So. All right, so here we go. And congratulations to Gordon and Tiggs and Blix and whoever else for being able to stay on the team. I appreciate that too. That'll be great. That will help a lot because a lot of people especially love Tiggs. They just don't love Gordon because they don't understand his awesome sense of humor like I do. But you will love him eventually. You'll have no choice because he's not going to go away. He's kind of he's like me. He's just kind of like a virus. He keeps coming back. Yeah. So there's that. Let's go get her some more experience here. She likes this. And you have to make sure you always go to the correct god, which is moon gods. Okay. And you never can go to any other gods. They suck. Nope, that one's not good. This one? Yeah. So I always just make... No, I can't do that. I was like, if I could throw bandages in there, I would be like so thrilled. All right, I think everything... Yeah, we're money, man. We are money. Money. So tomorrow's stream will probably be a little bit longer. So be prepared, my friends. And we're gonna have some fun. So let's just have some fun. We're not gonna. I mean, we may get involved in some tomfoolery because we will be in the shadow. But I'm not gonna go looking for the tomfoolery. I'm sure it will just come. Because especially after this news, I'm almost positive that a portion of the player base from before will be inspired. Because Monty has said that he wants to play the game for years, which will be a big buzzword in the game community. But he's gonna have to. We want him to prove it to us. Okay. We don't want him to just say that shit. We want him to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's get her dancing. Yeah. Look at that. Vindi, baby. Vindi. I am a Vindi. And I could kick your ass. Especially if you're a satyr or something like that. All right, guys. I am sorry it was such a short stream today, but, you know, like I said, I am tired. It's Friday night. I got to watch some TV and stuff. But I will see you guys this weekend. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Battle Vortex or follow or sub to the Twitch channel so you get notifications when I go live, which isn't a ton, okay? I'm not a full-time streamer. I really don't like Twitch. I only came back to Twitch because Crowfall's on Twitch, and I like Crowfall. Okay, so just full disclosure, I don't like Twitch. I like YouTube, and I like Facebook, but I don't like Twitch. But anyway, guys, thank you as always for coming out and listening to me chat. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you haven't tried Crowfall yet, it's going to be around for years. I need you to drop down to that link down below. You get to try the game for free, and you get 25% off with my link, which means the game in the U.S. is $11.74. Okay? There ain't no games this cool for that price, so get it. And I will talk to you guys very soon.